Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life with our review of The Diplomat and Somebody Somewhere. Let's start with The Diplomat.
This was Russia. They've attacked us at sea and at home.
You can still leave me.
I'd leave me for him.
Did you sleep with him? No.
Members of my government are involved. Could be anyone.
The call is coming from inside the house, and 3 Americans just got blown up inside the house. Everything is pointing to him.
I should have knocked.
If the Prime Minister doesn't step down, we'll force him out.
You're going to get yourself killed.
It's the cost of doing business.
Don't ever say those words to me again.
You dug up a conspiracy inside this government.
You think you're playing chess, but actually you're playing checkers.
He's running with scissors right into my staff and me.
The vice president is on her way to London.
Does she know about me?
Yeah, she definitely knows.
Woo! All right. I'm Pajama. Hey, these are my 2 buddies here. Patrick, say hi to the people.
Hey, everybody. Hello from Lawrence, Kansas.
All right. Birthplace of one of the shows today. David, say hey to the people.
Hey, everybody. Great to be with you on this slightly chilly night in our nation's capital. Let's talk some movies and TV shows.
Yeah, this was an interesting kind of pairing because we really are getting 2 views of America here. So let's start off with David. What did you think of The Diplomat?
Oh, man.
Your history buff.
Well, first off, this is a fun show. It takes a little bit of liberties. Season 1, of course, there was a great line, I think, from the actual French ambassador to the United States, who didn't realize just how powerful America's ambassador to Great Britain was. I guess it wasn't that funny unless you were into the diplomatic corps, but it's a fun show by bringing in Allison Janney.
Yes,
she is fantastic. Oh my gosh, she is someone who can really transform herself into any role. I mean, think about her in The West Wing. She's great. Think about her in that CBS weird comedy with the daughter and the bad drinking.
I think
something Bad Moms or something like that. I mean, clearly not role models on that television show. Think about her in the movie about the mom in the skater. She is just incredible and carries this off beautifully. It's a strong cast, and man, it did not disappoint. I think the first season was a little better in my mind, but this was still a lot of fun.
Yeah, I thought it was amazing this season. I think this is one of the best series Netflix has. It's so intricate, and the relationships, and you're always trying to figure out what's the next move and who's coming after whom, and the whole kind of political thriller theme of this season really was so great. And the ending, oh my goodness, that was just the last 5 minutes of this season is incredible.
It is very incredible, and it really raises a great question when you look at fiction and reality. Do false flags really work? And if they do we even know that they were false flags?
See,
get your tinfoil cap out as you think about that. But that was kind of what the thought that I was left with in this show. How often does that occur? There have certainly been things released through a national security NSA, Operation Northwoods, for example, other things that came out about creating false flags, Cuban Missile Crisis. Read it up, folks. It's fascinating, real stuff. But yeah, this was a can't miss show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and it's just the cast is just so amazing, and the I didn't realize that Ali An, I think that's her name, who plays the CIA uh, station chief, is from Agatha all along.
Right.
And to see her, she was just a perfect little dynamite of just how intelligence, kind of works. And the relationship between her and Stuart, oh, that was just, I mean, there's some adult relationships, man. They are adulting. This show is not about, a lot of shows have like kind of a teenagery kind of bent to them or always appealing to youth. This is about adults doing adult things, making adult decisions of maturity, and that aren't always the norm or what you would think in these relationships. But everything's not cookie cutter. So
Right.
I just was fascinated by that part of it as well. That relationship between the ambassador and her husband is just so delicious because it's just so complicated,
Yeah.
which many marriages are. And so it's great to see something that works for the most part, but doesn't work in other parts. And to see the complexity of that is really fun and fascinating. And then they always kind of come back together, So, just great writing, great directing, beautiful visuals, just solid A for me. Pat, I don't like the look on your face right now. What are you thinking?
It's just my face. I don't know what to tell you. I love this show.
Okay,
I mean,
thank God.
It's excuse me. It's a bit of a dramedy. I mean, the relationships between Rufus Sewell and Carrie Russell. Carrie Russell is an American treasure. For those of you that did not watch The Americans, if you like this even remotely, go watch The Americans and see how this is done. She was amazing. Yeah, Pam is wrong, shaking her head. It was absolutely amazing, and she was absolutely amazing, and she gets it in this. I mean, the timing of the interchange between her and Rufus Sewell, just amazing, and the overall geopolitical fun stuff that was going on there. I mean, I have no notes for this. I love this show. I can't wait to binge it again when hopefully they have a season 3. We'll see.
Yeah,
and it's the most, I want to say onions, but they don't taste good, but they also savory and they make things taste better. But it's like a beautiful rose with all the complicated petals to it. And you just have to keep digging because nothing is as it seems, which is pretty much where we are in the world right now. So definitely, I think all of us agree, check out The Diplomat as fast as you can. Okay, let's take another look at America in the Heartland with Somebody Somewhere with Bridget Everett. Let's take a look.
French toast for the table?
Absolutely. No. We're going to get the body moving. All you need is a glove and a great attitude.
Well, I don't have either one of those.
There's some big news. I got an offer on my house. You're cool with it, right?
Well, it's just a lot of change.
Hey, we're gonna have a lot of fun at the new house.
I don't really know what I'm doing. What's wrong with wanting a little bit more?
You have to say it out loud, otherwise it won't happen.
My life is so much better because of you.
That might be the nicest thing anybody's ever said to me. I love people. It's like my thing now.
Nobody knows what they're doing. I promise. You just do it.
Hey, we're a family.
Family is family, and friends are family, and you gotta love them all.
Do I?
A view of the Heartland, kind of an alternative view. Pat, what did you think of Somebody Somewhere this week?
Well, I gotta tell you, I love this show. I mean, it's character driven. The people are unique. It is a atypical view of Kansas for a. It's a college town, Manhattan, which is totally different than Lawrence. For those of you that are not paying attention, that's K-State area, which is why everybody's wearing purple and everything. But really, really well done. I mean, I enjoy the characters have been well thought out, well grown. I mean, seasonally. From every season that we've had on of it so far, I really enjoy this show. I mean, it's just really. I mean, it feels mature. It feels complex. It feels real, as opposed to so many shows that we see where you want to put some different characters in there, and they feel almost like cookie cutter stereotypes. This one feels like there's a lot of complexities and stuff. It's really well done. I enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, David, what did you think?
Well, it's a character driven show. I do think the performances are very strong. It is. There's some poignant things in it and some funny things. I find the show just generally unappealing, and I love the Heartland, but I don't want to spend my time with these lovely individuals. I'm sure they'd be fine to work with, but I don't want to really hang out with these people. I don't really want to be in their world. That's just me. Like, send me to the great cost of living, beautiful state of Kansas. I don't mind that at all. Just it's sitting down for this show for me, just me. It's a bit of a chore. It's not Mortal Kombat chore by any means, but it's a bit of a chore. It just doesn't leave. We have to get those comments in every year. I don't know the last time we talked about Mortal Kombat, but it just doesn't leave a really soothing taste.
Mm-hmm. And I kind of agree with David. I think this season is really kind of a downer. But it's touching on some really important issues of what happens when your friends move on, but you kind of feel stuck. That kind of period in life where you have that, and having to and losing, in a sense, a friend to a marriage or relationships, and what that brings up to you too. And so I think those are really important and valid issues. And seeing people around you move and then you're not, I think they're going to get into maybe some heavier issues. But right now, I don't feel like I want to be around heavier issues. So I wasn't quite into it. So, but is it great to see the chemistry between the characters? Most definitely. Bridget Everett and Tim, I don't know what his last name is. I think that's his. Her best friend. I think that their relationship is hilarious. And her sister and her coming along, it's really nice to see that as well. And it's great to see LGBTQ issues being raised, but not in a showy way, but just everyday life kind of way that is completely normal and completely relatable to everybody. So I definitely appreciate that, but it is a little bit grimmer and darker this season. Mm-hmm. So I'll probably catch up on it a little later. But for right now, it's a little bit much for me. Yeah. So it's a little mixed review, but I encourage you to watch it because when we think about everyday life in the Heartland, this is looking at a slice of Heartland with just kind of a little different kind of take on it. So I think this was a good matchup of different views of America right now. Unintentionally. So definitely take a check and look at both of these, Somebody Somewhere and The Diplomat, and see what you think. And comment below, like Tim Windsor did. Hey, Tim Windsor. All right. So next week we will review the Penguin and Cross, and we are going to give our comment on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. I don't know how either of those really win. You got a 57-year-old man fighting a 28-year-old man. I don't know. But I'm here for it. I want to see who's gonna win. And or maybe they'll both knock themselves out, like in Rocky or something. Which would be kind of awesome. We'll see. David, you want to say goodnight to the people?
Yes, I do. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Enjoy this week. Monday is Veterans Day, and some of the shows that we've watched through the years have kind of highlighted the plight of the veteran. And I would just like to say, thank the veterans in your life. Reach out to those folks if you're in a position to help folks. We do a great job of training our military, but we don't always do the best job as a country in getting them back acclimated to society after combat and those things. So show the veterans around you the love that they need, the love that they deserve. So anyway, have a great week, everybody. Take care.
Pat, say goodnight to the people.
Everybody, stay positive. Have a great week. I will not make it next week. I have to go teach a class, but I'll be back in 2 weeks. Be nice to Pam and David, please. So see you in a couple.
And we'll always miss our buddy Pat. And definitely, I say feel whatever you're feeling. And then by tomorrow, let it go and move forward. Okay, and we'll see you next time on Pajama Life. Take care. Bye.